Hey everyone, welcome back to BeTerrific. I'm Andrea Viceno, and what a day it has been so far. We're here at Comic-Con 2015, and I mean, just the people we've had on. We have had Walking Dead. I mean, I never thought we'd be so involved with them, from Chad Coleman to we had the games that were created by the McFarlane Toys. Awesome, left and right. Now I have two guests that are quite funny. We've really enjoyed talking off camera, so I warned them. They have to answer the same thing the same way.
Too much.
This is Ryan and Nick from Temple Horses. They're a sketch comedy group.
Sorry guys, we're not Seth Green.
Yeah. So guys, what brings you to Comic-Con? Boom, first question.
Well, we were asked to come and cover it by a friend of ours who works for Pop Culture Spin, which is a complex media site, because they saw that we do a lot of nerd-related content. And they're like, hey, this would be right up your alley. How about you guys do a press badge, do a couple of funny videos live from con? And we're like, how could we pass that up? Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's great. It was kind of a compliment and an insult at the same time.
Yeah, I was
like,
just
hey,
gonna
nerds,
say,
make us laugh.
That was what went through my head as you said that. Like, oh,
Yeah.
nerds, Comic-Con, hand in hand.
And why wouldn't we do that?
So, you guys are Temple Horses. First of all, what does Temple Horses mean?
Well, Temple Horses, we're a sketch comedy duo that believes that sketch comedy shouldn't be safe for work. So you see a lot of these sort of vanilla sketch content out there that doesn't really push too many buttons. I mean, we'll tackle
push all of
everything.
them.
Yeah, we push all of
do.
them. We hit climate change. We just released a video about mass shootings and how the media covers mass shootings.
Wow.
So we're not really afraid to go in and tackle the hard-hitting issues and do them funny.
You're like satirical commentary.
Sometimes.
Some
A
of
little
that,
bit.
and then there's some straight sketch too. We have a sketch about a guy who has sex with a woman in the bathroom to find out her name. So there's it runs the gamut. You know, there's all different kinds of content that we do.
Yeah, in terms of what Temple Horses means, we put out a video and we needed to have a name out within an hour, and we screamed at each other until we decided on that.
Are you
so that's
serious?
what Temple Horses
That's how.
means.
Yeah, that's how it came.
That's
about.
how we came up with a name.
That was it.
He said Temple Whore, and I was like, did you say Temple Horse? Because for me, I was adamant that we had to have an animal in the name.
Okay.
You know,
Any
I don't
reason?
know why. No.
No.
I mean Monty Python. You know.
Yeah.
Got
I
it.
guess.
Homage thing.
Homage.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
So yeah, and he was like, no, I said Temple Whore, and I said I kind of like Temple Horse. What do you think about Temple Horses?
And I was about to hang up the phone anyway, so we agreed.
Yeah.
I'm done with this conversation. Temple Horse it is.
I really wanted to be Bag of Kittens.
Yeah.
Because that sounds ominous to me. That sounds like something bad's going to happen to those kittens.
I wanted Bunny in the mail because logistics. How do you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say, between both of those, I'm glad you went with Temple Horse.
I think it's a way better
I think
name.
it's a way better
Even
name,
if it's just for me to say it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for thinking
Thanks
of
for not
me.
making me
welcome.
say Bag of Kittens.
Yeah, we thought 5 years into the future.
Totally.
Just for you.
So it's 5 years old, your partnership.
Yes.
So being nerds, this isn't your first Comic-Con, I'm guessing.
No,
No.
we've come here a few years in a row.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now how do you prepare for such a thing? You're called up to do some of these interviews and do some content. How do you even prepare? I know you've been
Well,
to Comic-Con, but you don't know what you're going to.
I think professionals prepare.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's what they do. And what we did was we just tried to think of ways we could bother people with their consent that would end up being funny on video. Because
Yeah.
they don't want us covering the panels.
Right.
You know, we have the easiest job here. Just find ways to be annoying that no one's going to object to.
Yes.
Which is
don't
great.
don't get thrown out,
Right.
but do as much as you can without getting thrown out.
And
is
that's
what we
that's
do.
a party for me. If I could do
Yeah.
that everywhere I lived, then fine.
I mean, he just got thrown out of an interview with Lucy Lawless. That was pretty
I
amazing.
love it. Xena, warrior princess.
Oh yeah, she's Xena'd all over his
She's
face.
really fierce.
It was
I'm,
great.
I'm scared of that woman.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
tell us what happened.
Essentially, you know, we're interviewing the cast of Ash vs. Evil Dead, and we're going up to every actor beforehand and being very polite and being like, hey, we're a sketch comedy team, and we're supposed to do these videos, and do you mind should we do it straight, or can we do it funny?
Every
Everybody
single one of them
chooses funny.
chose joke. Every
So
single
cool.
one of them.
And
I
Lucy
love
Lawless
that.
is like, yeah, let's do the funny one. And then the second he asks...
We had something prepared,
Yeah,
right?
that we
so
were
it was like
gonna
that we're
do.
gonna do for Lucy Lawless.
Yeah,
And we get on stage,
specifically.
and we get in front of camera, and as soon as we're rolling, she just turns on him.
She's just like...
you
she's- I
can't be
think-
standing there. You're being creepy.
Yeah.
This and that. Security comes in and removes him from the
Oh my
panel.
gosh.
And as soon as we're done with the interview, Lucy has to chase the security guy down, escorting him out, and be like, no, it was just a joke.
It was a bit, yeah.
The security guard had to spend like 45 minutes apologizing.
Aw.
Well, I felt so bad because
We
what I
felt-
said
we
to
felt-
him was, you know,
yeah, no.
9 times out of 10, what you
doing your
just did
job.
is right.
Yeah,
you just
yeah, yeah.
saved Lucy Lawless. And instead, like, this one time, he's just sitting there, just shame on his face.
Oh my gosh.
He must have apologized 50 times,
Yeah.
but
Really sweet
I'm
guy.
You
glad
don't
she's
care.
being taken care of.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
So what did you do when that happened to him?
I looked wide-eyed, and Lucy stepped into me, and she's so much taller than I am. I'm 5'8".
she's a big girl.
So I'm looking up at her, and she just sort of cradled me into her bosom, and I was like, "Oh, this is every childhood fantasy I've had since I was 11. Thank you."
Did you watch
and I
Xena?
had to continue the interview
So he
while
had to-
simultaneously trying to conceal a boner. It was
Meanwhile,
amazing.
I have a separate microphone on. As the security guard's yelling at me.
Yeah.
So we've got two microphones going. One's recording his interview with Lucy Lawless. One is me repeatedly trying to explain that it's a sketch so I don't get hurt. So like we actually are gonna have to decide what to mix and match on
Which
the
way
audio.
to go.
You
How
can
much
see that
injury,
video
how much
on
Lucy Lawless.
youtube.com/templehorses. Subscribe now.
And Pop Culture Spin. We got to pitch the
Shameless
people who put
plug.
us here.
Yeah, yeah.
Douchebag.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pop culture spin.
Yeah.
And what's your
youtube.com/templehorses.
Okay, so see Temple Horses again,
Yeah.
making it easy for everyone.
You'll remember it and you won't know why. That'll be what happened.
So give me another
did-
story. This is day 3 of Comic-Con.
Okay.
What's something else funny that's happened, or like what's your experience been here so far?
I saw the saddest thing I've ever seen the other day.
Okay.
I was in the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
That's where a lot of it
Oh,
happens.
yeah.
I was
That's where it
gonna
all
say,
happens.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a good place where to
Yeah.
start.
But with cosplay, people are in these really intricate uniforms that take a lot of time to put on.
Yep.
And when you have to pee, it also takes a thing. I saw a green Power Ranger who was a 40-year-old dude who had a serious belt on, and it took him 5 minutes to get that off with the helmet on. And then it took him about 15 to 20 more minutes to get the zip up in the back of his suit.
Oh, no.
And to like get it barely over his head because it wouldn't stretch. And he's just holding up this line. And by the time he got the suit down to where he could pee, he just had the most sad, ashamed look I've ever seen on another human face.
Poor guy.
And that was the hold up at the Comic-Con bathroom for
I
most
thought
of
you were
Monday.
gonna say he just peed his pants after that.
Oh, that would have been nice, but
Might
it's
as
still
well.
the saddest thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
That's funny because I actually Snapchatted a photo. Sorry if that's a bad thing, but you're in the bathroom and
when you say Snapchatted a photo,
it's always,
yeah,
it's
dude.
always a bad
Dude,
thing.
the MRA section on Reddit just perked up.
You had right.
You just
Yeah,
picked up
I
30
had to.
viewers in 1 second.
Good,
Yeah.
good. I hope so. At Andy Fasano, shameless plug. Women's bathrooms have stalls, so it's
Right.
only stalls. We
Yes.
don't pee standing up, guys.
Yeah.
Don't know if you know. So
They have
Although they made a
Picos
tool
now.
for
Yeah.
that.
I'm laughing. Thank you.
We
Thanks for
both
that.
had to
You can
interject
join the
that.
club. It's
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
very
you know?
We have
easily.
a friend who really is a proponent. You
Yeah.
should talk to her. She's great.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, and all of a sudden I exit the bathroom, and there's just this huge dress sticking out from underneath the handicap bathroom. So the outfit was so large she couldn't even just go into a normal stall.
the regular
and
stall, yeah.
it's just there. It's just frozen. So it's
That
like
makes me
I
angry.
wonder if it's just like she had to step out of it, or
Yeah.
you're just like holding it up, and it was just there. I sat there for 5 minutes just waiting to see if it would move
Yeah,
or
that-
what would happen. Didn't move.
That's an abuse of the handicap bathroom.
mean, you're
that's
just
like
watching-
That's like the Walmart rascals where people are too
hilarious.
fat to walk.
If you
know?
want to
Kinda
Oh my
correct that
gosh.
social behavior, the right thing to do next time,
Yeah.
grab that dress and,
and just
run.
run and
Yeah.
Grab
go
that dress and run.
I didn't want to be mean, but I was like, this is something you do not see every day. It
No.
was like, it felt like the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland.
Right,
It felt
right.
like that kind of dress, like very velvet and beautiful and huge, and it was just like poking through the bottom.
Laying on a bathroom
Really
floor.
funny, yeah, pretty gross. So anyway, what kind of interviews do you guys have coming up?
We're doing one right now that I'm actually really excited about. We're doing promos.
I'm
for,
like, well, thank you, but I'm doing the interview.
We could turn it. We could.
we could
like
turn
that.
it. Yeah.
You kind of.
We're doing like wrestling promos
Oh.
for like Civil War. There's an upcoming movie where superheroes are fighting. Called
It's
Civil
Captain
War.
America versus Iron Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And so what we're doing is we're pulling all the cosplayers who are Captain America or Iron Man and making them talk trash to each other on camera.
That's pretty funny.
So that's
Yeah.
one of the fun things we're doing in the
And
hallway.
then we're also doing one for Batman versus Superman. And I think my
Obviously.
favorite burn that a Superman has said so far, that a Batman has said so far about Superman is the only time you're faster than a speeding bullet is when you're inside a woman.
And that was pretty
Oh
good.
my
that was amazing.
God.
I thought that was fantastic.
These guys, they get so into
Oh
it.
yeah, they get really into it.
and it's so funny.
We've had a problem with that actually. Some of the
Really?
Captain Americas won't talk trash because they're like Steve Rogers would never
He
talk
would
trash.
never.
Yeah.
He
Oh.
wouldn't do it.
But they're that committed.
They're
They
that
won't make a
committed. They
joke.
won't make a
Even though they
joke.
want to be in the video, they won't do it. 'cause
I
they
gotta
think
find
Steve
me a
would.
Captain America because that's really sweet. That's
Yeah.
what girls want. But two things. There was a Batman that brought Superman as a dummy and was laying him on the floor in the main hall. I don't know if you guys saw it yesterday.
I was just beating him up.
And the security, he was just there, and it was just him like standing over him like this. It was that serious, and the security had to come by and be like, you can't just leave. You can't leave him on the floor like that. It was pretty funny. Like, that's commitment.
Yeah.
Not only when you're dressed up yourself, but you've created a whole other dummy to bring with you. Like, it's one thing when people have swords and axes, and the Harley Quinns have the big
well, there's about like
generally.
50,000 Harley Quinns.
Yeah.
there are.
There's-
That is such a huge cosplay costume. Oh, amazing.
Honestly, it's been every year.
Yeah.
Really?
We have running
I'm
jokes about
shocked
this.
by
yeah.
it, but I guess it's not a big
if,
deal
if
with
you're
that
in nerd
movie
culture,
coming
it's
out.
kind of like a standard.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be that just because it's so
I
overdone.
I hope you weren't planning on cosplaying as Harley Quinn,
No.
because we kind of call Harley Quinns the basic bitches of cosplay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
really?
everybody's.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I
Yeah.
said if they're overdone, I don't really want it. But
Yeah.
what would you guys be? Have you ever dressed up in cosplay for one of these?
I've gone as General Zod before.
You have?
Yeah, he's the Superman villain. I grow a mean goatee.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, mostly for Halloween.
So
but,
it's easy,
you know,
so that's
yeah.
why you did it?
Yeah.
I wonder what makes
essentially.
people pick certain ones. Because
did,
there's certain people I love, but I'm not sure if I would want to be that.
I did Ronan the Accuser from Guardians of the Galaxy, the blue
Oh
guy
my
with the
gosh.
face paint.
Yeah.
I like doing anything where you can paint your face that much.
See, that's cool.
Fun.
I wanted to do some of those characters. Like, what was the girl's name in that?
Gamera, yeah.
Because it's a similar outfit to the Black Widow.
My girlfriend dressed up
You
as
know?
Gamera one time. Everybody called her She-Hulk. So by the end of the
Yeah.
night, she
No.
was She-Hulk.
She
Yeah,
was like,
it's
I'm
tough.
over this
Yeah.
costume.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have been so awesome. One more time for the Terrific fans,
Okay.
please tell them where they can find your stuff. And past Comic-Con, what are you guys going to be up to? Anything?
Okay, so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel called Temple Horses. That's youtube.com/Temple Horses. Please check out Pop Culture Spin as well. If you want to see us do stand-up, we run 2 amazing shows in the city. Nick, why don't you tell them about it?
One is every Monday at 8 at a place called the Open Door Gastropub in the Financial District. It is called the Open Door Comedy Series. And we also run a monthly show at the Standing Room in Long Island City called Not a Sex Dungeon Comedy Show.
And that one is sponsored by the Penthouse Store.
It
so-
is.
That one sounds super racy.
Yeah.
It's
Is
really
it?
it's a normal stand-up show where we give
Totally.
people gimp masks.
That's
That's really
really-
all it
That's
is.
essentially what it
Yeah.
is. So if
hilarious.
you want a pair of handcuffs,
Yeah,
and
Actually, no. The stuff we got's way more racy than
Oh,
that for this round.
yeah?
It's horrifying.
Nice.
All of it's based on insane asylums.
I make sure everything gets sent to Nick's house, so I don't have.
Yeah,
to,
I got this
You
giant
get in trouble.
box.
I've got neighbors, you know.
I got this giant box of literally insane asylum roleplay gear. It's for people who like have a fantasy of being trapped in insane
Now,
asylum.
how did you get into that?
The
Doing that?
Penthouse Store apparently makes it, and they sent it to us.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're like, they're gonna sponsor us. Great.
Well, yeah,
make this-
we were like, what's the name of what's a good name for a show? And Nick was just like, Not a Sex Dungeon. I'm like, done.
And then we
Let's
got
go.
written up in the Village Voice, and a friend of ours who's a porn star sent them our way. So
Oh
there
my!
we
I
go.
would love to see
Yeah.
your notebooks with all the names that you, because clearly that's a thing for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to come up with
We
names
argue.
for everything.
Yeah, we argue
Yeah.
terribly.
Oh, that's
It's a fun
awesome.
thing.
Yeah.
To be a fly on the wall. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks for
Thanks for
having
having us.
Can't wait to see more from both of you.
Absolutely.
All right.
And you guys stay right there. We will be back right after this.